Okay, students, we have seen in the last video about the liberation of the children that was done by Kailash Satyarthi. When he started to give his lecture before the audience, before the distinguished members of Norwegian Nobel Committee, before the King and Queen of Norway, and before some brothers and sisters and some children, he said that he had liberated so many children from the slavery of work, the work which was not proper for them. Then also they were forced to do that work. Kailash Satyarthi liberated such children from their slavery. And so he had got the Nobel Prize for his work with Malala from Pakistan. Malala also did her work for the education of girls in Pakistan. Again, he says in his speech that he had put an empty chair as the reminder of the left children. Left children is the children who are not presented there. They are absent there, and then also they work in their slavery, or they are slaves. They are yet slaves. They are not rescued by, they are not helped to get free from their work. Here he says he is the representative of such children. He is the face of such invisibility. That is, these children are not visible. They are invisible. And he says he is the face of such children. Again he says he has come there only to share the voices and dreams of such children. The children have their own dreams, no doubt, but they can't complete their dreams because of slavery. The slavery is because of their poverty of their family, of their parents, and their parents also force them to do the work to help them to run their houses. Then he said he had looked into their frightened and exhausted eyes, wear out eyes, and he says he had held their injured bodies and fed their broken spirits. He has experienced such children who have broken their spirits, their hearts, and who have broken their dreams also. Their bodies are injured. That is, they can't do anything like the free children who are taking their education, who learn in their schools. But they have to do their work according to the wish of their parents. Then he says, 20 years ago, the foothills of the Himalayas, I met a small, skinny child laborer. Skinny child, skinny means that is thin. He is not strong. He asked me, is the world so poor that it cannot give me a toy and a book instead of forcing me to take a gun or tool? Now see the question of that child labor. Child laborer, he asked a question to Kailash Satyarthi. If the world was so poor that it could not give him a toy and book instead of forcing him to take a gun or tool, the society, the family, the friends force them to take a tool for the work, to work in the field or in anywhere, or to take a gun as a militants to kill their own people of their country. Then is the world so poor? so poor that it cannot give proper education to them, proper book, proper toy to them. Then he says, he asked such a question, and then after it, I met a Sudanese child soldier. After this, he met a Sudanese child soldier. Remember child soldier, that is who is not well matured. He was kidnapped by an extremist militia. That child was kidnapped by militants. As his first training lesson, he was forced to kill his friends and family. When he was given a training of militants, then for the first time he was asked to kill his own family members and his own friends. Then he asked a question to Kaila Satyarthi, what is my fault? What his fault was? Why was he asked to kill his own friends, own family members? Then Kaila Satyarthi says, friends, all the great religions teach us to care for our children. Jesus said, let the children come to me, do not hinder them, for the kingdom of God belongs to them. The Holy Quran says, kill not your children because of poverty. He gives the example of Jesus Christ and also from Quran, Holy Quran. Holy Quran says not to kill the children because of poverty, but allow the children to play, to enjoy their life, to take to education, to learn in schools. Also, Jesus Christ said that the children are of the God. The children belongs to God. They are the children of God. And so, we should not hide them, we should not torture them, but we should allow them to play. Friends, there is no greater violence than to deny the dreams of our children. Kaila Satyarthi thinks that there is not any greater violence, himsa, violence greater than to deny the dreams of our children. We reject the dreams of our children. We don't like to complete the dreams of our children. Instead of giving them chance for their dreams, we reject them. Therefore, I refuse to accept that all the temples and mosques and churches and prayer houses have no place for the dreams of our children. He says, when we deny the dreams of children, and we know that the children are the children of gods, these are the children of gods, and when we go to mosque, any temple, any church, any prayer building, then all these buildings belong to God. And when we deny the dreams of children, reject the dreams of children, we also deny the God. We reject the God's wish, and these places have no any place for children. I refuse to accept that the world is so poor when we just 1 week of global military expenditure can bring all the children to classrooms. He thinks that the world is not too much poor, because if we get the expenditure of the military expenditure, global military expenditure, then in this expenditure we can give the education of all the children of the world. I refuse to accept that all the laws and constitutions, police and judges are unable to protect our children. Again he says, he refused to accept, that is, he does not accept the thing that the laws can protect the constitutions and also police and judges can protect the children. Now we can see, we can learn, we can read the news from the newspaper about the kidnapping of children, killing the children, also kidnapped by the militants, and they are forced to take military training by the militants, and they are forced to do illegal things. I refuse to accept the shackles of slavery can ever be stronger than the quest for freedom. Then he refuses to accept the shackles of slavery, that is chains, that is bound, can ever be stronger than the quest for children, the quest for freedom. Quest, that is the wish for freedom. I refuse to accept here. He does not think that the quest for freedom is, he thinks that the quest for, the wish for freedom is greater than the shackles of slavery. So, we should allow them to be free. My only aim in life is that every child is free to be a child. He thinks every child should be free in their life, free to grow and develop, free to eat, sleep and see daylight, free to laugh and cry, free to play and learn, free to go to school, and above all, free to dream. That is, for everything the children should be free.